Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And today we have a new project. Taylor Swift. She's wearing a crochet dress. I'm going to show you guys how to make or how I recreate Taylor Swift dress to fit for myself. Okay, so get ready, get your yarn and crochet hook ready. I'm using my 5.5mm hook and I'm using an 8-ply 100% acrylic. So without further ado, okay, let's jump into our tutorial. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to start with a purple yarn and we are going to start with our slip knot. And once you have your slip knot ready, okay, we are going to chain the length of our dress. Okay, so we are going to do from our shoulder to where you want your dress to be. Okay, so with Taylor Swift is around mid thighs, okay, or above your in the middle of your legs, okay, so above your knee. So it's kind of a mini dress, okay, but if you want longer, you can of course definitely create it longer. Okay, so we are going to chain that. So with this pattern, you can just chain how much do you need, and then once you have your chain ready, okay, so this is the chain that we need and this is how we're going to work. Okay, so we're going to work from top to bottom and then going up and down until we have our size. Okay, so to start is after you have your chain ready, okay, we're going to count 1 2 3 into the fourth chain, at the back. I'm going to do a double crochet, so yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through 2, and into the same stitch we're going to make a cluster. Okay, so this is our first cluster. So a cluster is 3 double crochet. Okay, so that is our pattern for this project. And once you have that, you're going to chain 1 and skip 3, 1 2 3, and into the fourth, insert and pull up a loop, and you're going to create another cluster into this stitch, into the same stitch, 3 double crochet. So this is how our pattern will work. After that, chain 1 and skip 3, 1 2 3, and into the fourth, insert and work another cluster. Chain 1, 1 2 3, skip 3, into the fourth, another cluster. Chain 1, skip 3, okay, so this is now, it looks like that. And chain 1, 1 2 3, skip, and into the last. So to start with is you're just going to chain as long as you wanted, and you have to create, you started from 3 double crochet and you are going to end with 3 double crochet. If you started with the space and then you're going to end with the space, but with this pattern I like to start with 3 double crochet so it is solid. Okay, so now with this one you can just take it off, and this is the length of our dress. Okay, so of course your dress will be longer than this. Okay, but this is how we are going to work. And now we are going to work this way, and then down, up, down, up, down, up, down, until we have our length that we need, or wide that we need. Okay, so this is our first row, and moving forward to second row is we are going to chain 4 and turn our work. Now we are going to skip these 3 double crochet, and this space, the chain 1 space between the cluster, is we're going to work our cluster for row 2. Okay, so that's our first cluster, chain 1 after that, and into this next space here, working another cluster. Chain 1 into this space, chain 1 into this space, okay, so this is how it looks like. Now to end this, we have to mirror this chain that we did. So this is chain 4, so chain 3 is a double crochet and then plus chain 1. Okay, so here we're going to do a chain 1, and into this last stitch here, the top of this chain 3, we're going to do our final double crochet. So now you can see that first row we have the cluster, and then the second row we have the chain. So row 3 is, I'm going to show you guys how to change color, because in my project is I do have 2 rows of this purple color. Now we are going to switch into the brown. Okay, so once you are ready, okay, so you can attach your yarn here, or you can attach your yarn here. So myself, I like to start here. And just attach my yarn, and I'm going to chain 2, and we are going to work into this space for 2 double crochet. Okay, so now how this pattern works is we are going to do a 2 rows repeat. So now we just copy or done the row 1 again. Okay, so this is 3 double crochet, the cluster. So we started from the cluster, and we are going to continue and end with the cluster. Okay, so this is the repeat that we are going to be working on this project, is row 1 and row 2, and then row 1, row 2, row 1, row 2 until you complete your project. And be mindful with your changing color. So this row 3 is a brown. So after your cluster, don't forget to chain 1, and into this chain 1 space, place or work another cluster. Chain 1 and continue until you get to the end of the row. Okay, so far, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our last cluster that we are going to work on. Chain 1, and here, and I just did to stop our project. So we have our purple here, and what I did is just insert here, and I take this yarn to the back and insert my hook, okay, just to stop from undoing and complete my double crochet, and that is not going to go anywhere. Okay, so as you can see, this is our row 3. Now we are going to change to our white, And with the white as well, you can start here or you can copy what I'm doing. Okay, so on top of this third chain, I'm going to insert. And here, because this is row 4, which is we're going to copy row 2. We're going to chain for this one. Okay, so we connected, chaining 4, and into this space here, we're going to do our first cluster. Just like that. And chain 1, don't forget. If you want to cut your yarn, you can totally do so. Okay, so if you don't want yarn everywhere, you can totally do that. It's just for me much easier. I don't have to wave a lot of ends by doing this. Okay, and here, and then now we're going to chain 1 and do our final double crochet into this last stitch. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and then you just have to continue working on row 1 and row 2 and change your color. So this is how our project works until you have your measurement. So now I'm going to give you the measurement of my front and my back, and as well as my sleeve. My project doesn't fit the whole thing into the camera, but this is how it looks like. This is the length. Okay, so this is the length of my dress, and to give you the understanding of how many cluster I did for the first row is I have 1 2 3 4 5 28 29 30 31 and 32. Okay, so I have 32, and then now I'm going to give you the measurement of this. Okay, so lay it flat and then get your measuring tape and measure from the bottom going to the top, and I have 86 centimeter for the length. And as I mentioned before, the length is very customizable. Okay, so if you want longer, you can add more. If you want shorter, and if you're you just have to get your measurement. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. So I started from the right side going to the left. As you can see here, this is the color combination that I do have, and I have 2 rows of the purple. So if you want a measurement for that for your project, I have 3.5 centimeter. That is for 2 rows. Okay, so this yarn that I'm using is all the same. So with the orange as well, 3.5 as well. As you can see, 3.5 as well. So one pattern of these is from purple to orange. So I will give you the measurement of that is 16 centimeter. Okay, and just be mindful the rows that I have here. Okay, so 2 purple rows, brown, white, brown, white, brown. So I have 3 brown and 2 white rows. Okay, in this alternate row. And then the orange, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. And go back again. Okay, so this is a repeat of our color. So I just continue that. Okay, so, and if I'm going to give you the measurement of the width, is I have 54.5 centimeter. Okay, 54.5 centimeter. And just be mindful that this stretches. Okay, so that is the measurement of my back panel. And now we are going to the front. So with the front, what I did, okay, I kind of have a V shape here. I have my rows. This part here is, you can take a screenshot of this, okay, because this I did customize the color, okay, to be more pleasant and I suppose, you know, similar. Okay, so in both sides I have 2 purple and then the alternate of brown and white, and then I have orange, and here I did match the purple. Okay, so I have purple, brown, white, orange, purple, brown, white, and I have orange in the middle. Okay, so this looks awesome. Okay, so now what I've done here is in the shoulder I did until the orange, and then from the purple I decrease 1. So here it's supposed to have the chain. I didn't do that, so I started with the cluster, and the next is the same as well. I did the cluster to decrease. Instead of doing this chain here, I did a decrease, so I decreased that and started with the cluster, and then until to the orange. I did orange because we have 3. I just made it flat, or you can do as well as like really V, but I just want to do that like that. And then From here I increase, so whatever in this side you have to match. Okay, so we have cluster here, and I did the cluster, and then white cluster over here, and then brown, white, brown, purple, purple, and then we are back in the orange, and then I just made a flat on the top for our shoulder. Okay, so the size of this is the same as the back. Okay, so I have 54, but this will stretch a little bit. Our sleeve, so I have here my sleeve. It doesn't fit into the camera, but I have two sleeves that is similar. I have started with purple, and then the alternate white and brown, and orange, purple, white and brown, orange, purple, white and brown. Okay, so now grab your back side, okay, or back panel, and then you have to choose which side you want your inside and out. Okay, so with this one, the inside or the outside of your dress needs to be facing up, and grab your front side, and whatever side your outside wanted to be, you need to face down, just like that. And as you can see here, we have orange, and then now we are going to put our stitch marker into this last stitch here, and last stitch of the other side as well, the other panel, the back panel and the front panel, and we hold that with stitch marker, and grab another stitch marker, and you are going to place that into the front panel, the last orange side, and you're going to connect that. Okay, so this is our shoulder, and you will be doing the same in the other side. So you are going to connect this, and I'm just going to do a single crochet, or you can do a slip stitch for this. And then after that, you have to determine, okay, how many or how wide your arm to be. Okay, so usually around 18 or maybe 20. Okay, so it depends, and you have to make sure as well that whatever your sleeve, okay, maybe I will check that out first before doing this. To connect, what I'm going to do is do a single crochet first, and then before connecting. Okay, so I'm going to start in this side here, just insert, and do a slip stitch, and then go into that stitch, into the space, and do a single crochet, and then single crochet. So I have 2 single crochet and into the next single crochet, and in this space here we're going to place 3 single crochet and into the next so we need to have a straight but not too much, and into this space okay, so just be mindful with your okay, so I think we can only put 2 single crochet in each space. We don't want to be bulky. Okay, and you can just watch out what you're doing and adjust. If it is tight, and you add. If it is bulky, and then you decrease. So check your work while you're working. Okay, so you need to have a flat top, and you need to be mindful how many stitches you have here. It needs to match the back as well. Okay, so with this one here, we can clean this up later. Okay, we can clean that up later and just continue. So looking at this, that is okay. And now continue placing 2 single crochet into each of the spaces. And now we got to our end. Okay, so this is our shoulder. So if it is like big, you can adjust your crochet hook. If you want to go smaller, you can do that. Okay, and then now we're going to go in our front panel, and this is our front middle part or the neckline. Okay, and then you can just continue placing or working 1 single crochet in every single crochet. Okay, and here we're going to place 1 single crochet there and 1 single crochet here, just to straighten. As you can see, so we go straight. Okay, so after that, just 1 here, and I'm inserting my hook as well, and place 1 single crochet and into the top of this, So here I have 1 and 2. So here as well we'll have 1 and 2. Okay, so just be mindful, okay, of your stitches. So this is how our front look like, and just continue doing that, and just make sure that while you're working you're checking as well. And then I will complete this, and once I'm completed my front panel, and then I'll go and come back and I'm going to show you how we connect the two together. Okay, so once I finish my brown and then turning into the orange, okay, so this corner here, what I'm going to do is I will do two together, okay, and then I'll grab this side here and I'm going to do a 2 single crochet 2 together, and then continue. So we need to copy one this side as well to match, and then this one here we're going to do a 2 together, and grab that one there, and we're going to do a 2 together stitch. Okay, so as you can see here, and if I'm going to continue doing that, so as you can see, this is how it looks like. And then I'm just going to continue, and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, so now I just got to the end, and this is my front panel, as you can see. Okay, so this is my front panel and this is my back panel. So what I'm going to do is just continue. Okay, I'm going to grab my first stitch into this side here and do a slip stitch and continue placing two single crochet, sorry. We are working single crochet, 2 single crochet in every space or every row. So every row 2 single crochet. I continue doing that, guys, and I will continue this off camera, and then I'll come back once I completed, and then we can complete and connect to both together. Okay, so this ends here. I tried to hide them, but you can hide them later as well. Okay, so I'm going to continue this, and then once I finish to the end, and then we will come back and we are going to attach them together like that. And then after that we can pull it back. Okay, so once you have completed, so this is our back, and I just finished it, and now we are going to connect it into the first stitch, and we are going to pull it through, and now we're going to start in that first stitch, and go into the next panel and pick up that stitch there, and now you just have to slip stitch and into the next, and into the next, slip stitch. Okay, so this is customizable as well, so whatever you're comfortable connecting your stitches or your panels, that is totally up to you. Okay, so if I'm going to look at that, and this will be our top. So I'm just going to continue this, and once we finish until to the shoulder, we are going to fasten off our yarn, and then we're going to connect the other shoulder. Okay, so this is the look of our shoulder when we finish. Okay, so continue doing that and until you get to this end, and then you cut off your yarn, and then you're going to connect the other side. Okay guys, so now we have our shoulder. Okay, so this is our shoulder, and because I do have this purple here at the edge, so I am going to use my purple and sew them together. So what will gonna happen here is you just have to get your middle of your sleeve. Okay, so with mine I have 13 rows here, and into the 14th row I connected it into the middle here, and I have 13 rows in the other side as well. So you just have to grab your middle part and then attach it into the middle of our shoulder, and then you can then slip stitch or whatever you want to connect. Okay, so with this one is I'm just going to slip stitch the same as what we have here, or you can adjust doing a single crochet or whatever stitches you prefer. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and you just have to connect that and make sure that it's aligned, and align in the other side as well. And I'll come back once we do have our sleeve. Okay guys, so now the next step is we are going to attach our sleeve, okay, and going to our dress. Okay, so this is the sleeve and the dress. So the process of this is the same. Okay, so you just have to connect your shoulder and your sleeve, and then once it's ready, and then we can then close it off for to complete our dress. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to do that. So with this one here, so this one is, so I'm going to show you guys so what I've done here. So as you can see, so this I just matches my one part to the other, and I just did a single crochet. Okay, so just a single crochet. So I'm going to show you how to do that in the next step. Okay, so once you place your two panels together like that, okay, so we had to match our front and our back. With the sleeves as well, it is the same. Because we started from the cluster, and we started the cluster as well, so it will match. Okay, once you are ready, okay, so you insert your hook into the first stitch here, and we're going to pull up our yarn and slip stitch, and then we are going back into that space and do our single crochet, and after that we are going to do a single crochet into the space, and I'm going to place 3 single crochet there, so 1 2 3, and then after that we're going to insert it into the bottom of the cluster and into the other side, and we're just going to complete. Okay, so my tail, I'm waving my tail as well as I go. and into the space 3 single crochet. So you can adjust this, you can customize this if you want more or if you want less. It's totally up to you. Okay, so you can customize this as you can see there. Okay, so if I'm going to show you the other side, and this is how it looks like. So you are just, as you can see here, okay, so we have cluster, and then the space, cluster, cluster. This is our front and this is our back, okay, and you just have to continue because it will match. So the same you have to do into the sleeve, it will be the same as well. So when you do your work, make sure that you start and finish in the same pattern. If you started with a chain here, and the other side needs to have the chain as well, so it's easier for you to work on. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, and I will continue this and I'll come back and I'm going to show you what to do to finish this. And I will be using an orange for this as the same as Taylor Swift. So with the edging, it is just a single crochet. So when we're doing our, now I'm going to show you how to do the borders. So the border and the neckline will be the same. It's just a single crochet pattern. And I'm going to start here, insert my yarn and pull up, and do a slip stitch there, and then go back and do a single crochet. And now this space here, I'm going to place 3 single crochet. So as we have 3 single crochet, then into this double crochet row. So as you can see, I'm going and waving my tail as well as I go. And here, I don't want this to be wide, so in this double crochet, I'm just going to place 2 single crochet, and into this space is 3 single crochet. So every space will get 3 single crochet, and this double crochet here is only 2 single crochet. The space is 3. And here is 2. So it depends, guys. This is totally customizable as well. So you just have to look and see your work. So with this one, it is pretty good. If you want it a little bit closer, okay, in this space, you can adjust and place only 2. So 2 in the double crochet, 2 in the space. So it's up totally to you. Okay, just work on your what's best for your yarn and for your project. And this is how it looks like. So it's up to you as well if you want to add 1 more double crochet row. So it's totally up to you. Okay, so complete that, and on the top as well, it is the same. Okay, so the neckline, it is a single crochet. It's up to you if you want to add 1 more layer, but in my case, I'm only doing 1 to finish it off. Once you are completed, okay, I'll bring my project finished project, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so as you can see here, the video of our project on the mannequin, and it looks very pretty and it looks awesome. Okay, so thank you very much guys for watching, and hopefully you like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.